Hey, what's up guys? This is T-Bone here. So in today's episode, I'm going to cover the conflux plane, specifically the water conflux plane at level 3. Now this was available along with chaos as well as air, and I would have to say that compared to the other elements, this was definitely the more difficult of them all, especially at tier 3. So I wanted to talk about my strategy for how I finally managed to pass it, and hopefully this can help you as well. So the first thing to do here is you want to take a look at the skills. So the first one is Ice Shield. Now Ice Shield gets cast by the Frost Lord whenever its health is down to 70, 40, or 10%. Now my challenge was that at the 10% mark, I was not able to take down the shield anymore, and I usually run out of time. And the reason for that is that the shield is only, it can only be damaged by units that can cause bleeding or burning. All the other units that don't cause those status effects will not be able to damage the shield, and therefore you will not be able to take it down. And so in order to take them down, you need to use the recommended units such as the Ifriti or Gog and also Pegasus, etc. But the problem here is those units are the backline units, and the backline units will usually be taken out by the ice explosion that periodically gets cast. And so what I've done is I tried using various heroes, and finally I found the one that worked out. So I'm going to go over the composition and also the timing of how you can use the hero effectively. Now the 4 units that I need to protect in this setup are Ifriti, Gog, Orc, and Pegasus. And to protect them, use Mephala and her immunity spell to ensure that they can survive throughout the entire fight. And for the front line, I used the recommended units, Behemoth, Centaur, Angel, and I used Pit Fiend as the last unit. You'll want to cast Mephala's immunity spell right at the 2 minutes and 40-second mark that will protect your backline from the first wave of attacks that usually wipe out at least 2 to 3 units. What I do is I just hold it and I release it at the right time. And you can see here after the first hit, my backline still survives and I'm able to take down the shield. Now this is a timing attack, so the second time that you'll want to cast your spell is going to be at the 2 minutes and 16-second mark. Now you generally don't need to worry about your front line as much. It's really the back line that's going to be the most important for you. Now for the third attack, I actually ended up going a little bit earlier because I wasn't quite sure what the right timing was. So I ended up doing it a little bit early. You can see that I ended up casting about a minute and 53-second mark, but you could have released it at a minute and 50 because the actual attack comes in a minute and 48. Now with this, we are just down to the last shield. And so this is usually where I have an issue, but with the backline still alive, I'm able to take down the shield really easily. The very last attack is going to come at a minute and 23-second mark, so I release it a little bit earlier and ensure that I protected my backline, and with that, I was able to take out the Frost Lord with relative ease. So that was the trick to defeating Frost Lord at tier 3. Now, as you go further up in the tiers, the boss is going to get tougher and the strategies might also shift. So as I explore and try out different combinations that work, I will continue to post these little videos to help you get through them as well. So keep an eye out and hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.